The Cincinnati Bengals, a team that everyone wants to say, oh, Joe Burrow got hurt, that's why they sucked. But you really look at it, and they weren't looking too hot even with Joe Burrow there. Sure, they technically had a better win-loss ratio with him there, but it wasn't by much. And statistically, he was definitely not his normal self. Of course, fast forward to the injury, Jake Browning comes in, the touch pass god, taking hits and still delivering the ball like he's a smaller Big Ben. It really didn't feel like they dropped off any. It was just a weird year for the team, and Jake Browning wasn't the reason they were doing badly. It was also a really bad year for the defense that regressed hard, and yes, Chidobe Awuzie was definitely nowhere near as good as he was when he first joined the Bengals. But realistically, losing him and DJ Reader in the offseason, I don't know how your damn near dead last ranked pass and run defense gets better losing those two players. Sure, they added a couple of third and, I guess Chris Jenkins in the second round, but third and fourth and beyond year round players. But realistically, this team, I don't feel like it got better in the offseason. Outside of Trent Brown, it really didn't get better. They obviously lose Tyler Boyd as well as Awuzie to the Titans. And Joe Mixon's now a Texan. Of course, Zach Moss, he's definitely underrated. And, Chase Brown we didn't really get to see much of. But, once again, I don't see how this team improved. And it's more of a speed rebuild anyway, so I'm not really sure why I'm going this deep into this. But, yeah, this is a team that maybe should get a regular rebuild. Maybe I shouldn't even be doing this speed rebuild. If you guys really want to see a regular rebuild of this, I don't know, 200 likes? 200 likes, we'll do a regular Bengals rebuild at some point soon. But enough of the real talks. If we're going to be trading for players, definitely could use a left guard. Center, maybe. Right guard, maybe. Tackles, I don't know how much you lose for Orlando Brown because we do have the salary cap on. Oh, yeah, no. No. We do have the salary cap on. So if you run out of money, which obviously this team is in real life, that's why T. Higgins hasn't been signed yet. A little bit of injury concerns, but hasn't been signed yet, mainly due to money. You got to be careful with some of the guys you get rid of. Definitely need to look into who has a contract that's going to cost us a lot of dead hit, like Logan Wilson, and who doesn't, as obviously there is a lot of needs on this team. Outside linebacker, corner for sure, D-line outside of Hendrickson, who put up 20 sacks. Safeties, I know Dax Hill really hasn't shown what they thought he was going to be. Obviously, there's been glimpses, there's been flashes, but he still just looks raw. Still making rookie mistakes, really. The one position we know that we're fine at is quarterback and wide receiver. I guess that's more than one, but right end, quarterback, wide receiver, everything else could be traded/upgraded. And we're going to be doing that only with the Trade Finder. And of course, with these speed rebuilds, we do have the trades on easy because normal trades we've shown in the past, I think it was Matt Milano, we had to trade almost 2 first-round picks for, which just isn't going to happen in real life. You do not need to trade 2 first-round picks for Matt Milano if you want him. The Bills could love him all they want. They're trading him for 2 first-round picks easily. I have no idea how challenging this is going to be because Trade Finder could be all over the place. I don't know if I'm going to do mainly Trade Finder our own players and then get best value, or Trade Finder players we want and then trade for, whatever the best value is that way. But this could be a disaster, or this could be really good, because normally the Trade Finder gives you slightly better value anyways, and if we're on easy, we might get insane value. I felt like this is a pretty fair team to do this with, as they do have a couple of really good players, but they are still missing some talent. But either way, we're going to be putting 10 minutes on the clock, and we'll find out if this is actually possible. 3, 2, 1, and go. I think I'm going to first try trading off players of our own. I do want a new running back for sure. Gesicki, I don't even know what they paid him. What is Gesicki worth? Baron Browning, Quiddy pay. So if Gesicki's worth about his own value, somebody that actually is worth something might be even better. What about these two fellas? I don't know what the guarantees are here. Ed Oliver, definitely need a DT on this team. They're one of the worst rush defenses in the league, obviously. Asante Samuel, cornerback, would be great. You get a 6th-round pick back from him as well. The one thing that sucks about this is it is more time-consuming because we are obviously looking through everything. I really don't want to lose both of them, but I can't pass on Asante Samuel. So we're going to be going with Asante Samuel there. Can I throw no, not you. Can I throw a first-round pick on there and see what we get? First-round pick. Quinn Miners, Greg Newsom's actually pretty good as well. We would fix our cornerbacks in one false swoop there. But do I want to do that? I would love to get an edge rusher with a first-round pick, because a first-round pick is a lot of capital. Xavier McKinney could go safety. This team's been needing safety for a while as well. That's one thing that does suck. It takes so long because every team is willing to throw a trade on there, right? They're like, I'll throw someone on there, whatever. We'll see if he accepts it. Ardarius Mims. This problem is this team is really big, so you can't exactly put one of those guys on the interior. Javonte Williams is slightly an upgrade. Tyson Campbell is pretty good value there. Tyson Campbell with a 5th-round pick. I'm going to do it. We lose, like, all of our offensive linemen, which is, one of the big reasons why Joe Burrow died anyways. Died for their sins. Let's throw these fellas on. Okay, you guys have no interest. 3 of you gave us nothing. You should be ashamed of yourself. What are you doing? Let's trade some rookies. No trade, but okay, I guess there's a lot of shame going around. Maybe these trade packages aren't going to work out. Osai? Edge rusher? Puna, that is not good enough. Let's do Puna 4, or not Puna 4. Let's do these guys with a 2nd-round pick. We can get Alex Kappa back. That sounds fun. That sounds great. What are these trades? Hello, do you mind? I don't know what's going on with these players, but apparently if you throw some garbage on there, they actually start, like, regressing in value. Which I guess makes sense. I don't want to take on those crap contracts. Somebody be really good here. Aleem McNeil is pretty good value. You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to go to the Lions and just offer for Aleem McNeil and see what they want. Aleem? Do we need tight end? Sam Laporta. Let's get rid of these guys, see where we're at. Nothing? Okay, I mean, there's got to be something here. Sheldon Rankins. Okay, that seems pretty stupid. Oh, wow, that's really stupid. Okay, so trading for other teams' players is way smarter than trying to get rid of our players. Holy crap, it's not even fair. Is Will Anderson superstar dev? Okay, well, it doesn't really matter because they will not trade him to us because they're like, you guys have nothing we want. Let's go actually to the Texans real quick. See what, like, a Daniil Hunter will cost you. 89 overall. Trey Hendrickson straight up. 2 first-round pick. Okay, that is a lot. That is a lot. Which I get, but at the same time, no. Kenneth? Let's see how much Kenneth is. A good oh, man, a good running back is worth a lot. Do I get Joe Mixon back? He's pretty good value for star depth. Never mind. I really don't know. What about, like, Breece? Breece Hall is not a bad player to trade for. 84 overall as well. Wow, I don't know what it is, but some players are just like, no. The answer is no. Am I missing something? What about David Montgomery? So as much as the value, what about the future? It's a lot, but you know what? We've already wasted 4 minutes, and we're not even close to where we want to be. Trying to think of a team with some offensive linemen that are, like, tradable. Oh, maybe I actually go with the Lions. What about just Zeitler straight up? Damn, they actually want a lot. Okay, this is going not so well so far. This is kind of challenging. Christian Wilkins? Nothing. Kobe Turner. That's a cheap-ish name because he's normal dev. Just give me a... What do you want? What do you want from me? What about Michael Pierce? Oh, my God. Okay, I guess I lied. Maybe this isn't the best way to do things. All right, so what do we need still? Safety, we might have to just live with what we've got. Trade these 2 off. There, that's got to be something. Okay, nobody wants them. Screw it. Okay, nobody wants them. Screw it. Okay, nobody wants any of our players. Is it just physically impossible sometimes? Gino for, like, Baron Browning? Javon Hargrave, there you go. That's a good trade. I didn't want to lose Gino, but at the same time, I mean, what am I supposed to do? We're just getting, like, no offers. We're not moving players. And I at least have a few safeties. They're not great safeties, but they're a few. What about all of you fellas? Are you guys interested in joining a new team? Quinn Miners are offensive lineman. The Broncos are giving me the juice. The Broncos are giving me the juice I need. I need offensive linemen. Garrett Bowles is kind of athletic. He'll play left guard. My mans will play left guard. We got our running back. Zach Moss might have a little bit of value. I don't think Irwin's going to be worth anything. Sorry, Irwin. I know he's watching. We still have our first-round pick, so what do you get rid of that for? An edge? That's the wrong thing. Give me an edge rusher, please. Oh, my God, thank you. We get a second-round pick back as well. Greg Rousseau. Not a bad trade. All right, so we have some extra value. Let's try to get rid of those players. We don't really need the depth. Give me an offensive, not an offensive lineman. Give me a linebacker. Give me, like, just anything at all, really. Okay, I mean, I did say anything. It's kind of on me. I should have been a little more specific, but still. Nobody wants Miles Murphy. That is pain. So you have 1, 2... Buckle my shoe. I need like one more lineman, I think. We need a tight end. Bills, speaking of, let's get one of their tight ends. I say one of, as if Dalton Kincaid is not going to be the guy that I want. No. What about Dawson Knox. Oh, my God. Okay, I don't like this. Tight end. McBride, they did try to throw him at us a few times. Not today, though. Oh, come on, man. Don't do me like this. They're doing me, like, disgustingly dirty. Like, so disgusting. Like, I'm filthy. I need a bath. And I don't even take baths. But I just know it needs to be one of those. Because I need to bask in the filth a little bit. Nobody wants to go to their tight ends, though. That's the problem. And I'm, like, spending a lot of time on players or positions that I should not care about. Thank God I didn't get rid of Gesicki, because we are literally, like, I basically offered for every tight end in the league, and none of them joined. What about Everett? What about all of them? Just give me all of them. Please? Okay. BJ Hill? Okay, I mean, we got a tight end. Cole Kmet, thank you. What else do we need? Wide receiver is fine. Let's get rid of Gesicki. We have 2 linemen, 3, 4 linemen. We need another lineman. Volson, I'm trading off because I'm just confident we'll get a new guy. Don't care what you do on that hill. It's all yours. Safety upgrade. Ryan Kelly is probably going to be my choice. Eric McCoy. Boom. 2 minutes left. This is not going super well, and it's super stressful, but we are making trades. What about the grand freaking trade here? Oh, here it is. This is for all the marbles. Oh, why did I not do that sooner? DT, cornerback. So this is like the insane trade, huh? This is like what we've been living for. I don't want to trade up that much for Josh Jacobs. The 1.5 minutes left. I want Josh Jacobs because he always kills it in sim. We just been over this. There is a trade package. Why is this game so dumb? What if I put a little bit less? I just want Josh Jacobs, but I don't want to pay too much. Rashawn Gary, do we have an edge? We have an edge. ETN's never good in sim. Dre Greenlaw, oh no. I'm spending too much. Okay, well, let's just take Jonathan Taylor. He's great in sim too. Do we have all of our running backs still? We kind of do, we kind of don't. Stop yelling at me. Do we have all of our Ronson? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have a minute left. We need a linebacker. Outside of linebacker, though, I can live with everything else we have. I'm not really happy about it, but I can live with it. Oh, no. This is pretty bad, actually. First round pick, we have a lot of picks here that we need to get rid of. Linebacker, that is not bad. I really should just take that. I'm just going to take that. Matt Milano and Taron Johnson. We have an extra corner now that we can get rid of. We have our linebacker, though, which is great. We need safety, kind of. Give me things. Go quicker. Wow, we do not have much time. What is it, a safety we need? I don't like any of them. I held out for nothing. I'm going to think Christian Wilkins is more valuable than a safety. 6 seconds left. No! Gimme! Yes, I got a draft pick trade! That is so loud, though. So, to be clear, we kept a next year second-round pick on the board and a bunch of fourths. Let's just throw these on here and then just, like, wallow in the pain of leaving all of this on the board. I left a full... Who's the best player here? No, Christian Kirk. I left a full Christian Kirk on the board. I could have gotten Tyson Campbell back, too. Oh, Patrick Queen would have been a nice addition. Well, it is what it is. Ran out of time. I don't know if it's just me speaking, trying to hype up a potential another one of these, but I actually kind of like this. That was actually kind of fun doing the trade finder only. I think Easy made it good because obviously we went far from an amazing, unstoppable, unbeatable god-tier team, but we still had some fun trades in there. Let me know if you guys want to see another one of these. I know I did like a 200-like goal for the Bengals rebuild, but, you know, let me know. I actually thought that was pretty enjoyable. Was it good for you? All right, started as an 83 overall. What do we get with this trade finder? Please be 86 plus. 88! All right, starting running back is Jonathan Taylor. Starting tight end is Cole Kmet. Wide receivers didn't change because the team is perfectly fine there. Offensive line, we added a new left guard, center, and right guard. And then we look at the defensive side of things. We got Gregory Rousseau, Javon Hargrave, and Christian Wilkins with McNeil as the depth piece. Safety took a hit. We definitely got worse at safety. But that's fine because linebacker did much better with Milano. Cornerbacks vastly improved with Taron Johnson and Asante Samuel Jr. Special teamers kept the kicker, which is great, but could have used a better punter. Either way, this is a team that has improved. Can they win a Super Bowl in this speed rebuild round? I don't know if we should be allowing the breakouts, but I'm going to allow the breakouts, all right? And the team looked pretty good. Definitely a little up and down moment, but finished out pretty damn strong and will make the playoffs at 12-5. Unfortunately, the Ravens, this is a tough division after all. Look at Josh Jacobs killing it. He always does so well in sim, but so does Jonathan Taylor. So, you know, we settled for maybe the second best sim running back. I don't know what it is, but those two names usually do really well in sim. Let's take a look at the numbers. The offense, Joe Burrow, 4,900 yards, 35 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Maybe not Jonathan Taylor, a lot of touchdowns, but not a whole lot of yards, 1,100 yards, 4.0 yards per carry. Cole Kmet with the Chiefs scheme, killing it. Burton, 1,000 yards. T. Higgins, just about 1,000 yards. Jamar Chase, about 900. Offensive line, Orlando Brown wasn't great, but everyone else kind of was. Tackles, one guy over 100. It was Milano. Sacks, Rousseau and Wilkins and Hargrave. So everyone but Hendrickson, ironically enough, who was the only guy that was actually on this team to start, did pretty damn well. Picks, a couple of picks here and there. Kicking was really good. His only missed kick was a blocked kick. And then Brad Robbins put some respect on his name. 51.5 yards per punt. I crapped on him for nothing. Let's take a look at the yearly awards. MVP goes to Dak Prescott. Joe Burrow at number 5. Offensive Player of the Year, Taylor was number 2. Despite the bad yards per carry and yards in general, those touchdowns carry a lot of weight. Cole Kmet at 9, and then Joe Burrow at 10. You usually don't see quarterbacks too high on this list, but then I say that, and there's 4 quarterbacks out of 10. Never mind. Looking at the defense, weren't on the list. A little surprised by that. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 4 for Burton. Defensive Rookie of the Year, nowhere to be seen. Best quarterback at number 5. Best running back at number 2. Best wide receiver, not on the list. Best O-line at number 2, number 5, and that is it. Looking at D-line, number 7 and number 8, with Javon Hargrave probably somewhere in the 11 to 13 range. Best linebacker, surprisingly not with Milano and all those tackles. DBs, nowhere to be seen. A kicker at number 3. Going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are not the best overall in the world, lost their cornerback from us. Who do we give them, though? Like, we obviously got Tyson Campbell from them. Who did they lose for us to get Tyson Campbell? Or who did they gain, I should say, really? Who the hell was it? Was it just draft picks? It must have just been draft picks. Was it Sam Hubbard and, like, a second-round pick or something? Whatever it was. Clearly, they didn't get their return investment. Ended up trading him over to the Raiders anyways, but still. 84 overall versus our 90 overall. 6 overalls higher than them. It's a primetime game in Jacksonville, Florida. The Ravens move on to the next round over the Steelers. So this division was popping with playoff berth teams. Let's see if we can win a Super Bowl here. I can't really remember our history with speed rebuilds because, you know, they've been kind of far between. Kicker! McPherson! How could you? Touchdown before half. Big score, to be fair, because 16-0 at half. Okay, that might have been a go for 2 situation. Offense is crushing it right now. The defense is locking down, and we're going to win the game 39-7. But yeah, we do, you know, speed rebuilds so far in between that, you know, it's kind of hard to keep track. But looking good so far for a chance to win this one. Talked about Taylor being one of the best running backs in sim, and yet he is doing nothing to prove that right. And Taylor's now actually a 91 overall, too. I have all the XP sliders on base because I feel like that's the only fair way to do it. Especially since most of the time we're usually grabbing like 1-year players, so realistically we want those sliders to be low, but this time we actually did get quite a bit of young players, because, I mean, those are kind of the guys they offered. They offered pretty good young players. The Ravens, of course, are the team we have to play in the divisional round. I would consider any rebuild, especially a speed rebuild, a dub if you get to the championship round, so just one more. Especially since it's the division rival, the Cowboys on the other side. That's not a good team you want to go against, and it would not surprise me if the Chiefs are waiting the winner of this one See if we can win. Last game was great, so we'll see if we can do that. Huge drive for nothing. Big drive, got 3 at least. They get 7. 6-7. 6-14. Oh, that's not looking good. Down by 8 at halftime. Get the touchdown with the 2-point. They get a touchdown. No 2-point. Doesn't need it, obviously. Right now, it is a 10-point game from the 31-yard line. Driving in, it's going to be a 3-point game. They need a stop. And even though I can't really, like, play a part of this, I just want to be here. Who's, like, oh, my. I guess Wilson, if he's actually blitzing, which he is. He's not really that good of a blitzer. And all that pressure for nothing. And they miss the dive. That's going to be a game. It is better than him staying in bounds, in fairness, but yeah. The defense did not do its job, unfortunately. Who was it that got burned? It was the safety, wasn't it? Dax Hill. That is unfortunate. He wasn't even that bad in coverage, considering how far off he was playing, but yeah, I think we're going to be losing this game, unfortunately. Need an actual miracle. I mean, I'm going to at least kick the field goal, assuming the clock isn't running, considering they said, hey, you know, we have no timeouts, not much time in general. We know what we're going to do. Wow, this is really slow, by the way. Oh, maybe it's because of his ability. We're going to run the ball. I don't know if it's the quarterback that scrambled or something, but that's a decision. That is a decision. In that Saints rebuild, we had a crazy onside kick. I want to kick this one as well. I consider myself a bit of an onside kick connoisseur. I really don't, but see, I don't like when it's this slow because now I feel like I'm the one in control. Yeah, that went right to him. Normally, my kicks go right to the first guy, but they give me control over the kick, and it's like, oh, well, here's a perfect kick right to the next level. Yeah, I didn't want that. Either way, we lose the game 24-31. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl. Swear to God, if the Ravens don't take this spot into the Super Bowl, I'm going to be so mad, but kind of happy because we're playing as the Bengals. Lamar Jackson was damn near perfect. Did throw a pick, though. Running, Taylor, it just sucks. I don't know why I said what I said. He's terrible in sim. I don't know what's going on. I genuinely don't know what's going on, though. Like, I've never seen him this bad in sim before. He used to be, like, the guy. Now he is not the guy. Very eloquently said. Let's take a look and see who is the winner of this Super Bowl. Once again, weird because I don't want the division rival who just beat us to win the Super Bowl, but at the same time, I don't want them to waste our spot. I don't know who I'm rooting for at this point. Anyone but the Cowboys, I guess. Win so many damn Super Bowls. So do the Chiefs. And there they are. Thank you, Baltimore. We appreciate you. Thank you for stealing our spot to the championship round, which, once again, I consider a win. And then giving it to the Chiefs who won the Super Bowl. We love you. We appreciate you. Any DevOps? Joe Burrow went to X Factor. Cole Kmet went to Superstar. And then defensively, I don't remember if anyone here was normal besides Taron Johnson. Taron Johnson and Battle went up in Dev. What about Jermaine Was he already star Dev? He was. So a few DevOps, actually, which would be interesting. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want to see an actual Cincinnati Bengals rebuild, 200 likes, we'll do it. And if you guys actually enjoyed the fact that the speed rebuild was the trade finder, which I actually did enjoy, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe we can do some other teams in the future. It would be really tough because I wouldn't really know where they went, but could do a fantasy draft one as well. Regardless, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I